Looking back at our note from last time, we had talked about the argument that you had with your husband. And so some action steps, you were going to approach him about a time to discuss that argument. And you were going to come up with a script of how to communicate your feelings during that and then actually have that discussion. So I wanted to take the time today to see what went well with that and then also problem solve anything that might not have. How did it go?
Well, it didn't go as planned, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be because of us talking last time.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm glad to hear you acknowledge that progress. So let me take note of that. Okay. So we'll continue with that, but also I want to hear more about that. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about today?
Yeah, well, I've kind of been struggling with motivation. It's been really hard to get out of bed, not been going to work. I even missed my kid's soccer game last week.
Okay. That sounds really difficult and important for us to know for today, so let me write that down. Okay, so how about we take some time to process the discussion you had with your husband, and then we will also talk about that lack of motivation and energy.
That sounds good. Wow, I haven't figured that out. I'm glad we talked through that.
Me too. Thank you for bringing that up today. Well, I see we have about 10 minutes left in our session, so this is the time maybe we should summarize our key takeaways and what you got from the session, identify some action steps for next time, and then anything we want to talk about the next session that we didn't either get to or what is going to be something from today.
Okay. Well, we talked about doing deep breathing when I get worked up or frustrated. And we figured out that having my family come and check on me when I'm stuck in a bed is actually a sign of me wanting someone to take care of me.
Oh, yeah.
And what you said about the small steps, like sitting at the table to eat instead of going to my family room.
Okay, great. Great, that stood out to me too. One other thing I would like to put in your record is to acknowledge that you made some progress with the way that you talked with your husband about the argument that you had not been able to do before. So I'm going to note that as well.
Yeah, that sounds great for me.
Does this all look right to you?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. So for next time, you had said that you are going to eat outside of your bed, right, and eat at a table instead of in your bed, and then you're going to also practice taking deep breaths during hard conversations. Is there anything else you want to work on for next time?
No, I think that's going to be hard enough.
Understandable. So we'll go over that next time. Was there anything else that you wanted to add to our agenda?
No, I think just checking on those two things, and then I also have a medical appointment that's coming up soon, so we probably want to talk about that next time.
Oh, great. Let me take note of that as well. Okay. If you think of anything else in between sessions, just jot it down and bring it in, and we'll add that to our agenda for next time.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great work today.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
For more ideas on phrases to use during collaborative documentation, check out the Phrases and Prompts Implementing Collaborative Documentation Google slide. It can be found in the Collaborative Documentation section of the DNR library, along with other relevant resources.